G'day everyone. Continuing on from our last lesson of multiplying and dividing surds, today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting surds. This is exercise 12.3 in your textbook. So I'm going to run through a couple of questions and then you can have a go at some of them. So imagine that we've got 3 root 2 plus 7 root 2. What we can do is we can actually add those two things together. We can just pretend that they are actually like, algebra. So for example, 3 root 2, I'm going to say that the root 2 equals a over here. Oh, that's not what I want. Back to that. That a equals root 2, so I can replace that root 2 now, so it's 3a plus 7a equals, we all know that, is 10a from year 8. So 3 root 2 plus 7 root 2 equals 10 root 2. It's as simple as that. We're just adding the root 2's together. We don't know what root 2 is. We have no idea how big that is. We just add the two things together. However, you can't join together two different types of surds. Let me show you an example. So 3 root 7 plus 2 root 3 minus root 7. As you can see here, there's a root 7 and another root 7, but there's a root 3 in the middle. It's exactly the same as algebra back in year 8, year 9, and year 10. You can only add like terms together or subtract like terms together. You can't add or subtract terms that are not the same. So for this, I'm going to bring the root 7 together with the 3 root 7. Remembering that the negative in front of the root 7 belongs to the root 7, so that comes with it. The positive in front of the 2, that stays with the 2. Now, and also there's an invisible 1 in front of the root 7, so it's 3 root 7 minus 1 root 7 plus 2 root 3, which ends up being 2 root 7 plus 2 root 3. And that's all that I do. Sometimes you might have to simplify surds before you can add them. So, as I said before, up here, you can't join two different surds together. Have a look at this one, 5 root 2 plus root 18. On the surface, it looks as though you can't add those two together because root 18 is not the same as root 2. However, if we simplify first, and this is something that I hope you remember from last time, we choose a number up the top, remembering this little thing. Where is it? Here we go. Remembering this. I'd encourage you to write it down a number of times until you get it drilled into your head. In fact, I'd encourage you to write it down even in the test as well. This one up the top, I choose a number up the top that goes into it evenly. So let's go back to where I was. So root 18, I know that 9 is going to go into that. So this one becomes 5 root 2 plus root 9 times root 2. And root 9 is the same as 3. Oh, here we go. So as you can see now, we've got 5 root 2 and 3 root 2. So now we can add them together. Before we didn't think we could, but now we actually can add them together. So it ends up becoming 8 root 2 because 5 plus 3 is 8. Now you can have a go at some of the questions in exercise 12.3. And in a little bit, after that you can have a look at the next video on surds and the distributive law, and that will be on exercise 12.4. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me.